Hey everybody, Galen Bullard here. I just want to talk about, I want to spend a few minutes talking about temperament in sports betting. Who should be a sports bettor or sports investor, as I like to say, and who should not. It has been my experience over the last 20 years that people who tend to be calm, who deal with stress very well, who are not easily on edge, make good personalities for sports bettors or sports investors. On the other hand, people who are easily excited, people who are very emotional, tend to not make good sports betting clients. Reason is simple: you're going to win games, you're going to lose games. It's always good to not overreact when you win and not overreact when you lose. When you win, you didn't win the lottery, so don't act like it. When you lose, it's not the end of the world, so don't act like it. You've got to be able to have the right temperament, which is you've got to accept certain factors about sports betting that are inherent in the business. And the one thing that's most inherent in sports betting is some days you're going to win and some days you're going to lose. Hopefully, if you have the right source of information and you're dealing with the right person or company, you're going to win a lot more than you lose. If you don't have the right source of information, or you're not dealing with a trusted individual that can get you very competent, reliable, trustworthy information on a regular basis, you definitely should not be doing this. But assuming you have a good source, you really need to be able to just accept the wins and losses as a part of the business. Just like with trading commodities or trading stocks, people don't jump out of a window when the market is down 15 or 20 points. There was a time back in the great stock market crash, I believe it was 1929, where people did jump out of the windows, but that was before people had really, stock market hadn't been around that long, and people didn't understand that you could lose your entire life savings or portfolio in a matter of minutes or hours. We are much, emotionally, we're much better prepared with daily stock losses or commodity stock losses or commodity trades going south on you than we were in 1929. It's just a simple fact. The stock market's been around long enough and people understand it's part of the business. So just like sports betting, you're going to have winning days and losing days. So, but to avoid a lot of losing days, you need to make sure that you evaluate who you're doing business with. Try to verify their track record as much as you can, and never bet your monthly rent or your monthly mortgage on any one game. There are no such things as daily locks and weekly locks and lock of the month or lock of the year. It's all bullshit. Okay, seriously. Anybody who markets their sports service using the word lock should be arrested. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe not arrested, but you know, fined somehow. I think these typical retail handicappers should be fined like $1,000 every time they use the word lock, because you're basically telling the consumer that it's a guarantee that the game is going to win, and you can't provide any guarantees in sports betting or sports trading, no more than you can provide guarantees in investing in stocks. So seriously, I like dealing with newbies, as they call them, or novices, people that are new to the sports betting industry, because I love saving people a lot of pain and anguish and grief and loss of money, something I had to go through for a long time before I figured it out. I love doing that. I love helping people just shorten the learning curve so you don't have to go through all the years and trials and tribulations that I had to go through. It's one of the reasons, one of my motivations for starting the circled game. But again, stay calm. Sports investing is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You cannot overreact by one bad day. Do not go out and buy 10 bottles of Dom Perignon and spend $1,000 at your favorite nightclub because you had a good day. Because there's always tomorrow. This is a very humbling industry. You could go 3-0 one day and 0-3 the next day. Very easily. It happens all the time. So, find yourself a good source of consistent information like the circled game. Protect yourself against long losing streaks. Be prepared for the losses, and you'll be fine in the long run. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. This is Galen Bullard for the circled game.